ma-share nyo po ang inyong saloobin. Mga viewers namin, mga listeners namin at followers namin, we would like to please comment down below. We need your opinion, suggestion, question, and we will address that as much as we can. And thank you so much.
Yes. Nice. Go ahead, Arwel.
Sa mga kaibigan naming taga Bicol, Marahay na Banggi. Sa mga Ilocano naming kaibigan, Naimbag na Malim o Rabi. And sa mga Cebuano naming kaibigan yan ay maayong gabi or hapon kaninyong tanan.
Yes, we are improving, guys. We can use our own dialects, and I love it because here in Switzerland, I don't speak any language aside from English. You know that? Okay, just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead. Princess, go.
Hi, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome back po muli sa ating programa. Nice to see you all sa ating apat na ba tayo? Ayan. So, good afternoon. Good afternoon po from Philippines ulit.
Okay, busy lang ang ating kaibigang si Dante. Merong important na ano lang gagawin ngayon.
Nag-shooting si John Lloyd, Brad.
Oh, nag-shooting si John Lloyd. Pabalik na siya. Okay, ang saya ng mga mukha natin ngayon. Gusto ko yan, maaliwalas. Parang kami lang ni Erwin ang medyo pagod.
Always press yan.
Nasa duty si Erwin.
Hindi, nasa duty kasi ko.
Alalayan natin. Okay, mga kaibigan, pag-usapan po natin ang broken hearts. Ang sabi ko nga, ang pag-ibig ay mabuti pero masakit. Ayan, magandang usapin po to. Sapagkat marami tayong mga kaibigan na hanggang ngayon, lalo na yung mga nasa process stage pa lang, yung nagpapahilom pa lang ng kanilang mga pusong sugatan, ito ang tamang programang iyong panuorin at pakinggan sapagkat tatalakayin po namin yan. Siyempre, una, ano po mga dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng breakups. Ang second phase po natin, pag-uusapan natin ano ang dapat mong gawin kung ikaw ngayon ay nasasadlak o nakakaranas ng ganong klaseng breakups. Pero prior to that, mga kaibigan, dito sa mga kasamahan kong, gusto ko lang magtanong, naranasan niyo ba to? Sino sa inyo nakaranas ng breakup?
Sarap ng ngiti ni Princess, oh. Alam na.
Yes.
Okay. Normal.
Normal. Okay, it's a normal. Parang COVID lang. Mayroong new normal. How does it feel? Kaunti lang. Kasi magkaiba tayo ng magkaiba tayo ng pagtanggap sa sarili. Sa mga lalaki, ibang approach. Sa mga babae, di ko lang alam paano sa babae. Okay, go ahead. So nakaranas si Princess. How about you? Ito si Doktora. Doktora Mitch. Ano na?
Si Dr. Love.
Oy, sumagot ako kanina. Sabi ko, normal, tao lang din po tayo. Nakakaranas po ng mga ganyan. Dahil nga tayo lumilito at hindi dumidiretso, kaya nakakaranas ng broken heart. Gusto ko lang pasimulan na a relationship that is blessed by God will not have a moving on event because it will surely bound to marriage. Yan, nakakapanimula.
Wow.
Nakapang kaagad, meron
beautiful.
Meron talaga, ano man tawag dito sa ipin sa pinakamalayo? Wisdom.
Wisdom to.
Baga.
Okay, ang ganda. Ikaw anong pasakabog ng Errol?
Ang realidad ng buhay ay hindi natin matatakasan at kasama doon yung brokenness.
Okay.
Yeah,
pero ang next question ko ay ganito. Sino ba ang nag-initiate ng breakup sa case nyo? Kasi ako, inaamin ko sa sarili ko, hindi po ito pagtataas dahil hindi ako matangkad. Lagi ako, nung time kong binata ako, kasi may reasons ako. Kung kakailanganin yung reason ko, explanation, sasabihin ko, pero kung hindi naman. Balik ako kay Erwel. Sa case mo, sino nag-initiate ng breakup?
May time na ako. May
alam
time
ko
na siya.
Sila Erwel.
Hindi puro sila lagi,
Laban, Erwel. Okay, go ahead.
So, yun. May mga pagkakataon na talagang yung tipong gusto mong bimitaw, edi ikaw mag-i-initiate. Pero yun ang mahirap sa lahat. Yung ikaw din mag-initiate kasi sa atin parang ang hirap ng taong meron kang masasaktan. Personally sa akin, hanggat maaari, kahit nga hindi ko karelasyon or kahit nga kaibigan ko lang or kakilala. Hangga't maaari ayoko talaga makasakit ang damdamin ng tao. How much more yung talagang na-establish na yung relationship nyo, may mga pinagsamahan na kayo, ang tagal nyo na, marami ng barya at mga papel at mga nagasto. So, lahat-lahat ng mga yon. So, kumbaga, yun.
Naintindihan ko si Erwin kasi ang lalaki namumuhunan kahit hindi natin sabihin ang pag-ibig is just like a business. You have to invest something like your effort, your time, your money, and your body as well, di ba? Pupunta ka sa isang lugar, magbabiyahe ka, puyat ka, pupunta ka. So sa lalaki ganun ang kanyang ganun ang kanyang hirap. Dito sa inyong dalawa po, sino nag-initiate? Kayo ba lagi nagsasabi tama na to? Or what? Princess, seryoso ka? Sino ba?
Depende siguro sa pagkakataon. Kasi may mga times na ako yung nag-initiate. May mga times naman na siya. Yun. So, nabanggit mo kanina, Sir Ferds, kung nag-i-invest ang lalaki, ang mga babae nag-i-invest din. Hindi lang din time, saka money din. So, hindi lang kayo nag-invest, kami din.
Maganda to, opposing power. You have to...
Mapalad Brad yung mga naging kasintahan niya dati.
Yeah. Give and take lang, give and take. Kaya lang sa case ko kasi naabuso eh. Kaya...
May masabog siya.
Dali.
Kung si Milit may
Ba't ganun?
foundation na binitawan, si Milit may foundation na binitawan, sa kanya mayroong kasamang kasi. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Milit.
Sa akin naman, ako hindi rin sa not for bragging, ako ang nag-i-initiate. Para sa akin, pagka sa isang relasyon, lalo na kung merong sinasabing involved na third party, hindi ko na tatagal yan. Bakit ko kailangan ilagay ang sarili ko sa isang, alam mo yon, sa isang relasyon na ako lang din yung masasaktan. Siyempre, sabi ni Princess, nag-invest ka. Not just the time, the emotion, money, and everything. Effort, in short. So, sa akin, ako, pag nakita ko ng na medyo, ibig sabihin yung relasyon ay hindi na patas dun sa sinimulan namin, bakit pa ako maghintay? Ano pa?
Tama yan. Ang ganda. Magbibigay ako ng quick na illustration na kasi ako dumaan ako ng maraming karelasyon diyan sa Pilipinas, local at saka ibang lahi, di ba? Yung isa na lang ang hindi ko makalimutan ay yung sa church natin sa Pilipinas, mayroong mag-asawa roon, sabi nila, kasi kabi-break ko lang yung sabi nila, mayroon kaming pamangkin, puntahan natin. Dinala ako sa Visayas. Kung nanonood ka ngayon, siguro hindi naman. Sa Visayas, dinala ako nila, trinaking nila ako, 24 hours ang biyahe. Kagabi ko lang naisip, bakit ako pumayag na pumunta sa ibang lugar? So in short, dinala nila ako doon. Pero kami nung girl, nagsusulatan na kami kasi parang, ewan ko kung may cellphone naman noon, pero hindi ganun ka So pagdating ko doon, yung nasa isip ko, hindi nag-match. Pero dahil nandoon na ako, at mayroon na kaming pagsusulat, ang husay niya sa English, ang layo ko, teacher pala siya. So pagdating ko doon sa lugar nila, doon, in short, nagkita kami, nag-usap kami sa malapit sa beach doon nila, may rest house doon. So parang nasa isip ko, hindi ito, pero nandito na ano ang gagawin ko. So tinuloy ko yung panliligaw sa personal. Niligawan ko siya, siguro Friday ng gabi, tanda ko. Wala pang 10 minutes, tapos na, oo na. Pero pagkatapos nun, ang nasa isip ko, paano ko sasabihin, ayaw ko na. Yung nagtatracking ako babalik sa Manila, nag-iisip ako sa bus, paano ko sasabihin sa kanya na parang lang ako, parang paano sabihin sa case na yun? Parang hindi naman laro, kaso lang hindi talaga nag-meet yung iniisip ko. Napasubo po ako. So, nasa tracking pa lang nag-iisip na ako ng pwede kong sabihin. Pero ito sa mga lalaki maraming strategies. Dahil ang ginawa ko, hindi ako nagme-message para magalit siya. Nang magalit siya, doon ako pumasok. Okay, dahil hindi mo ako naintindihan, split tayo. Di ba? Pero itong nakakatakot. After a year, in-invite ako ng kaibigan ko roon na nag-best man sa kasal niya. Nagkita kami, so wala akong mukhang may papakita. Yun ang nakakahiyang karanasan ko. Pero at the end, nauna naman siya nag-asawa sa akin. So, okay lang. So, yun po, yun yung break up na minsan intentionally, minsan naman bunga lang yung mga impulse ng lalaki. 'Di ba? Minsan salitang napasubo ka lang, napasubo rin si babae kaya sinagot si lalaki. So, ngayon pag-usapan natin, ano-ano nga ba yung mga dahilan? Mga dahilan talaga kung bakit nagkakaroon ng hiwalayan. Kasi lahat tayo pumapasok sa relasyon na gusto natin bumuo ng relasyon na masaya. Bakit nauuwi? Nagiging ampalaya. Sinong gusto mo na? Okay. Check out. Oh. Erwel, gusto
Third party.
Okay.
Number 1 reason, third party.
Third party. Explain natin third party. Never ko naranasan naman yan, in fairness, sa iba't ibang relasyon. May third party.
Yun na nga. Pagka si lalaki or si babae, pareho naman yan na eh.
Mm.
Medyo naaano na siya, nasusway yung attention niya sa iba. Alam mo yon, nagkakaroon siya ng, aside from meron kayong commitment and agreement na dalawa as yun na nga, yung status na boyfriend-girlfriend, tapos ikaw, na-attract ka dun sa ibang tao.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, pakiramdam mo, yung attraction mo is not just yung paghanga or appreciate, but medyo lumalalim na mas feel mo na siyang kasama or mas kaya kang kasama siya kesa dun sa present na ano mo, na girlfriend or boyfriend mo. Yun yung sinasabi. Yan yung pinaka-rason. Na tapos, ang nangyayari is dahil baguhan pa lang at na-attract, hindi mo sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya hindi mo pa nililet go to isa. Dahil, alam mo yon, parang kang nasa middle ground na kung saan parang need mo siya o dito ka sigurado. Tapos ito, feel mo siya dahil attracted ka, dahil masaya ka at meron kang kilig factor something. So yun ang sa akin, third party na isang reason.
Okay. Third party, Princess. Ikaw.
Sususog na ako kay Miss Melet. Gagandahan ko yung sagot ko dahil yung asawa ko eh. Gagandahan ko.
Ayan,
Ayos ka. Lagot ka yan.
Ako nasa taas sa salon. Ayan. So, nasabi nga ni Miss Melet yung third party. Usually nangyayari yan kapag long distance relationship. Yung hindi kayo magkasama. Madalas yung nasa Philippines yung isa. Tapos yung relationship po nasa Amerika, nasa Switzerland, for example. So, yung lack of communication sa kayong time, minsan, kapag hindi mo na ibibigay yun, katulad ng nasabi ni Miss Melet, meron ka ng ibang mas madalas nakakasama. Yun, nagiging sanhi ng paghihiwalayan yun. Saka, nababaling attention sa iba.
Third party. So, matindi talaga. Magnanakaw talaga sa third party sa relasyon. Kawigang Erwel, meron bang case sa mga nakaraan natin ay meron bang third party? Kasi sa case ko nga, niniliwanag ko lang, wala talagang ganun. Walang third party. Kumbaga...
yung third party na yun, usually, gaya ng sinabi ni Milet, yun ang number 1 reason ng breakup, ng paghihiwalay. And maraming factors kung bakit nagkakaroon ng third party. Unang-una, kasi pagka medyo matagal na kayo, medyo yung familiarity, yung excitement, nawawala na, parang normal na lang lahat. Hindi kagaya nung bago-bago kayo, talagang butterfly the stomach pa, cloud nines, kilig moments, pero katagalan, nawawala na yun. Diba? Normal na lang, parang ordinary na lang. Etong ngayon si boy, si girl, friend mo or classmate mo, office mate mo, medyo exciting, medyo challenging, medyo alam mo yun, di ba? Yung something kinikilig ko or something.
Nagpabelo siya.
Oh, yes, and then, nandun na yung magkakaroon ka ng infatuation dun sa tao, nagkakaroon ka na ng yung na-attract ka na sa kanya, talagang parang feeling mo in love ka na, pero hindi. Ang totoo na yun is that na-miss mo lang yung ganun, kaya ka napupunta dun sa bago. Kumbaga kasi nawalan, usual na normal na Pamilya na kasi isa't isa ngayon merong dumating na mas parang nagpa-excite sa'yo. So, eto na ngayon. Until such time, there's no such thing as sudden little by little kasi yun gradual yon na until such time na mahulog ka na or ma-inlove ka na, magkaroon ng transference of feelings. So, yun ang nakakatakot. Wala yung mangyayari.
Okay. Mayroong mga cases din, halimbawa, si girl or si boy, yung long distance relationship na sinasabi ni kaibigang Princess, ay halimbawa may problema, nag-open up doon sa taong yon at yung tao naman ready to listen sa kanya, di ba? So parang na-develop yung care naroon. So, ang third party talaga ay sobrang bigat niya sa isang relasyon. Pero ang tingin ko, mas mainam na kung isa sa inyo at hindi ikaw ang gumawa ng third party. Di ba? Kasi kung ikaw, anong pakiramdam nun? Anong pakiramdam sa tingin nyo? Na ikaw ang may third party or siya ang may third party?
Sa lalaki, Kuya Pers, iba eh.
Okay, go
Ewan
ahead.
ko lang nung nagkaroon ng third party sa part ko,
Wow.
parang alam mo yun, parang yung nabus yung ano mo, yung pagkalalaki mo, yung macho image mo, parang sa mga tropa mo, kaibigan mo, proud ka na ikukwento, which is parang ano yun, parang masaya ka pa. Pero ang totoo, deep inside na yun ay you are cheating yourself, you are, niloloko mo lang yung sarili mo, tapos niloloko mo din yung both sides, lalo na komplikado yung sitwasyon. Pero ang dating kasi na yun ay hindi talaga ethically right and hindi talaga tama. Pero kumbaga sa lalaki kasi yun parang crown sa kanila yun parang di ba? They always want to win.
Okay. Dagdag pugi po yun sa mga lalaki, biruin mo, meron ka ng existing, meron ka pang another one or meron pang iba. Okay, bago sumagot ng ating dalawang kaibigan dito, si Millet at saka si Princess, magbasa ako ng comments ha. Sabi ni Sherilyn Burgos, sa akin Kuya Ferds, nahuli ko, meron pa siyang iba, pero binigyan ko pa rin ng chance, pero nagkaroon pa rin ng iba pang girl. Sobrang gwapo nito, kaibigang Sherilyn. Sabi pa niya, pero nung nahuli, sobrang nasaktan, yung huli, pero nung huli, sobrang nasasaktan na ako, kaya nag-decide na ako na tapusin. Okay, pag-usapan natin yung kanyang buti kung one-timer si lalaki. May third party, okay sana eh. Mga girls pala, tanong ko sa inyo, ilang pagkakampung yung guys ang kaya nyong patawarin to reconcile the relationship? Kaibigang Millet, you give a second chance or dead end agad?
Sabi ko nga kanina, tao lang po tayo, no? Nagbibigay naman ako ng second chance. Yun.
Okay.
Talagang ang sa akin, ang ganang ko second. Kasi may isa akong principle na pag nagawa mo ng one is enough, two is too much, three is abuses. Okay?
Yeah, I like that.
Enough, two is too much, three is abuses.
Mm-hmm.
Sa akin, pag nagbinigyan kita ng chance, ibig sabihin, sinagad mo na ako sa ano ko.
Mm-hmm.
Yung once you, lalo pag lalaki, unang-una naman ang sinisira nyo, hindi lang yung relation, yung trust. Sa akin, yan ang foundation ng relationship, trust. And aside from friendship, alam niyo na yon, na lagi kong lagi kong pinupush yan. Dapat the foundation of a relationship is friendship. So, sa akin, trust ang sinisira mo. Sa akin, na bend mo o na broken mo yung trust mo sa akin, napakahirap ko na yung buuin uli. O nabuo man may lamat parang salamin. So same with the other girls and other kahit sa lalaki, na yung trust ang pinaka doon eh. Kasi alam mo yun, pagka walang trust, kahit sa mag-asawa rin naman eh. Pag sira mo yung trust, napakahirap kasi para ka ng nun eh. Parang alam mo yun, yung parang lumalakad ka na ng na lagi na lang may doubt sa ulo mo na hindi ka na mapakali. Dahil nga doon sa ginawang, kahit one instance pa lang yun. Kahit one instance lang. So yun yung pinaka sa akin na patawarin, isa lang. Pero pagka ginawa mo uli, bakit naman ako, ang ganda-ganda ko, di ba? Para lang, ang ganda ko para lang sa'yo. Marami pang bagay sa mundo na pwedeng magmahal
yes.
sa buhay.
Gusto ko yung confidence at gusto ko yung irespeto mo sa sarili. Yun ang nakita ko eh. Kumbaga doon sa second chance, okay, yun ang limit mo. Hindi to unlimited rice ng mang inasal. Kaya dapat din ng mga guys mag-ingat. Kaibigang princess, ang tanong ko kay kanina ay kung hanggang kailan kaya mong patawarin ang lalaki. Ilang chances ang kaya mong ibigay?
Depende kasi yan sa relationship. Siguro kung mag-asawa kayo, unlimited yun eh. Wala ka nang magagawa doon. Depende sa bigat ng kasalanan. Pero kung mga boyfriend-girlfriend, ako kasi dati, naniniwala ako sa shame on me. Shame on you if you fool me once. Shame on you if you fool me twice. So, pangalawang beses lang, hindi na, tigilan na natin. Kasi uulitin na yan eh. Ganun sa mga boyfriend-girlfriend. So, ganun, 2 beses lang. Kahit tao, pero dapat kailangan, di ba, mautak ka din para hindi ka rin masaktan sa mga susunod.
gusto ko yung mga litanyahan ng mga babaeng ito palaban talaga. Sagad-sagaran dito eh, kaya nakakatakot. Buti na lang kapag asawa na kayo kasi matatakot yung mga lalaki sa inyo. So yun, okay yung limit nyo kasi iba naman, baka naman ma-misquote tayo ng mga ibang mga kaibigan tayo na nanonood na sinasabi ang forgiveness, you have to forgive someone 70 times. It's a different story po. We're talking here about love emotion. So, doon muna tayo. Baka naman may mga comment dyan. Bakit hindi nagpatawad habang buhay? Hindi po. Kahit nga ang Panginoon, ang justice ay ibinibigay yung judgment. Kung walang judgment, hindi magiging fair ang laban sa mundong ito. Balik ako sa emosyon. Kasi tayo, pinapahalaga natin ang ating pagkatao, di ba? Yun ang importante, di ba? Kailangan ikaw lang naman ang unang nakakilala sa sarili mo. Ikaw rin ang pwedeng mag-boost ng moral mo. Ikaw rin ang makakatulong sa oras na down ka. So napag-usapan ang third party which is mahirap. Balik ako kay Sherilyn. Siya ay paulit-ulit na yung guy niya ay paulit-ulit hindi lang 1, 2, 3. So ayon sa mga sinabi nyo, sa inyong dalawa, dapat hanggang 2 lang or hanggang second chance lang. Okay. So Sherilyn, kung meron ka pang gustong i-share, ituloy nyo lang. At sa lahat ng mga viewers natin ngayong umaga po, huwag kayong mahiya. Lahat tayo po ay nakaranas ng breakups. Okay, katulad ng sabi namin dito, tayo po ay normal na mga tao, may mga damdamin. Kaya natural na maranasan to. Actually, naikwento ko na dito sa inyo na umiyak din ako sa una kong pag-ibig.
Sa unang broken heart mo.
Oo. Pero once lang ako na broken heart nung una.
Wow.
Kasi hindi pa ako sanay noon. Pero inaamin ko rin, ganun ako ka-authentic. Inamin ko rin, umiyak din ako noon, nagwala rin ako noon. Pero ilang oras lang. Hindi ako umaabot ng buwan or weeks. Saglit lang. Parang kasi naramdaman ko nung time na yun, kailangan ko magwala, magalit at umiyak. Iniyak ko na, tapos na. Para lang akong namalingki sa Divisoria.
Third, sandali. Natanong mo kami kung ilan kami magbigay ng chance. Kayo naman sa lalaki, sa aspeto ng mga lalaki. Paano kayo magbigay ng chance?
Okay, kasi depende. Ang mga lalaki kasi, in general, ang binabasihan yung personality ng babae. Kung ang babae, ang pinakamatindi talaga sa lalaki, bakit nakipag-break up? Pag ang isang babae, masyadong mapaghanap ng attention. Kasi katulad ng sabi natin, kami mga lalaki, nandyan lang kami. Hindi kami nagsasalita, hindi kami romantiko lahat, hindi kami yung ginagawa ng mga ilang lalaki. May mga lalaking parang poste lang yan. Pero it doesn't mean ang utak hindi tumatakbo. Personally ako, yung ayaw ko sa lahat, pag hindi tayo swak sa personality natin. Ang sinasabi ko kasi, baka pwede ako sa ibang tao, hindi tayo pwede sa isa't isa. Hindi ko ipinipilit yung isang pag-ibig na magulo. Ayoko kasi na magulo. Kita niyo yung personality ko, masaya po akong tao, 'di ba? Ayoko yung pumasok sa isang sitwasyon na parang nasasakal ako. Ang dami mong demands na hindi ko maibigay. Gusto ko mutual lang. Hindi ako magde-demand sa iyo, hindi kita sasakalin. Mabuhay tayong normal. Sa case ko ganun ako kaya yan, dami kong mga pages na nangyari sa buhay ko. Pero mapalad pa rin, 'di ba? At the end, ibinigay ng Diyos yung swak. Okay. So, yun.
Pakinggan natin si Erwel. Pakinggan natin.
Si Erwel kasi naka-duty siya.
Okay.
Nag-chat siya. In 10 minutes, siya muna. Okay, Lilo. Okay, so yun. Pero marami po tayong mga factors kung bakit nagbe-break up aside from yung third party. Pero naniniwala ba kayo ang pinaka ano talaga, yung personality ng tao. Pag-usapan natin yung personality. Personality ko, personality niyo, personality ng bawat isa. Princess, isa sa cause
Malaking
malaking factor siya.
Yes, malaking factor yun kasi karamihan minsan sa relationship na hindi nagtatagal is kapag nagkaka-discoveran kayo ng ugali na si girl pala ay masyadong dominante,
Yan.
si boy pala ay masyadong matalino.
Mhm.
So, basta mapag-iisip ka, ngayon pa nga lang, hindi na tayo nagkakasundo. Paano kaya pag nagpakasal na tayo? So, minsan may mga ganun eh. Mag-iisip-isip ka na muna, kaya naglalaylo minsan sa relationship. Yun yung makikita mo minsan, masyado pala siyang mahigpit sa pera, relax pala siya. So, nato-turn off ka na agad. Parang, syempre, pag ikaw kasi pumasok sa relationship, di naman yan na parang fling-fling lang eh. Parang lalaro-laro lang kayo. So, lagi dapat yan in the future. Paano kayang mangyayari sa inyo kung ganito yung personality niya, kung ganito yung characteristic niya. So, baka hindi rin kayo magtagal, mas maging failure yung marriage niyo. O ganun yung iba. Parang bago pa lumala, maghiwa-hiwalay na muna kayo.
Sorry mga guys, pag ako tumawa, wala akong
Same lang tayo. Mahagal pa kayo.
para tayong nasa bahay lang, may nanonood po sa atin, pero yung tawa ko.
Friends tayo, friends on air eh. Kaya
Friends on air tayo mga friends. Totoo yung nakikita nyo. Kaya nga dito sa Friends on Air, minsan yung mga sarili namin buhay na ihahayag namin.
At walang script. Walang script
Wala
yan.
ka pong script. Tingnan mo naman hawak ko. Wala akong hawak, di ba? Cellphone lang para i-monitor yung mga viewers natin. So, ganito kaganda ang usaping pag-ibig dito sa Friends on Air. Kaibigang Millet, doon sa personality ng tao, which is a big factor as well.
Tama nga yun. Isa rin yan sa kasi nga 'di ba na-discover niyo na yung first year, sabi nila, yung first year nandyan yung mga romance effect, mga pa-sweet, kilig-kilig.
Okay.
Then after a year, ayan na-discover mo na naman.
Hold on Millet. We have a request from here, not a Filipino. So he requested to speak English. Okay. Dan Malonga Sitati, which country? Which country are you? Okay, never mind the country, but I have to speak English on my side. Okay, Millet, just continue.
All right. As we mentioned about these characters and behaviors in a relationship, the first year is all about romance because you don't know yet and you're not focusing on the character of each one. You are focusing on the sweetness that you have, the small things that it makes have a butterfly in your stomach. That's the period for the first year. And on the second year, they said it. They called it as the not the second level, but that is the second part of the relationship wherein you discovered already the negative character of each person. For example, I discovered that he or she is shouting to her parents, because you are already familiar to each other. You visited regularly and you're invited on not just special occasions, but on a regular basis. So you discovered that on daily life or your daily life, you discover that he is like this at home. He's not respecting his parents, or she's not respecting her parents, like that. And of course, and a good thing, at least on the second year, you discover already the real me or the real him.
Yeah.
That way, you started to think, oh, is this the guy I love for the first year? She's sending me like this, and all of a sudden he is like, or she is like a monster now. So those are the things that you need to somehow understand, that he is a real person. He is a person with weaknesses and strength. So yun yung.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Millet. And I'll have to address Dan. He's from Kenya or Africa. So Dan, we are here. We are in the first phase of our discussion. We are dealing with broken heart or broken-hearted. Yeah, it's the common word for some other people. So we are discussing now the reason what are the reason of breakup? So one of the reason that we are discussing now is the personality factor. We have done already with the third party factor, and now we are in the personality, because personality, it's really the most important thing in a relationship, because there are times that once you discovered the character of your partner, then you are surprised. And for me, you should not be surprised, because at this stage you are having, or you're getting to know each other. This is the problem. This is the common problem in a relationship. Once you discover the character of the person, the boy or the girl, you retract yourself. Why? For me, it is the right time. You have to develop. You have to, adjust, and you have to accept each imperfections. The word imperfection, because no one is perfect aside from the perfect one, which is in heaven. But we as human, we have what you have said, meets the weaknesses and the strength of our lives. But if you really love the person, then you have to embrace that weaknesses, not only the good thing about your partner, but commonly, and the real issue of life is that once you discovered me that I'm not a romantic person, then you will question me. Why is it you are not a romantic? Why is it you're so quiet? Why is it you are not like this, like that? Because women in general, they always want a person who is sweet, a person who always at her side, a person who always answers the phone, answer the text and everything. But that's not the reality of life. Man is a different being. So we have to understand. Okay, napalaban tayo ngayon, kaibigang Princess, but you have to see. It's okay. Okay, go ahead, Princess.
Actually, my nose is bleeding right now. Din yung sinabi sa akin, nag-a-advise na pati pala mag-English din. Anyway, hi to our friend from Kenya.
Okay.
So, like what they said earlier, we are talking about the characteristics, our attitude. So sometimes relationship didn't last because of the conflicts between the partners.
Okay.
And another issue for breakups are time. Yan. Masyadong busy na yung masyadong busy or hectic ang schedule ni girl.
Yeah.
I remember before actually husband ko now, before we get back together, I remember our issue, the last time na naghiwalay kami is about yung time management. Since I am a career woman, so flight dito, flight doon. So magkikita lang kami parang once a week lang, and then sa airport pa kami magkikita. Pero hindi ako flight attendant ha. Masyado lang hectic yung schedule. So parang natitaken for granted yung relationship due to your hectic schedule. So it is also one of the factor that relationship end up yun.
Okay. Actually, that's the base, and that's the, if you're going to list down all the factors that cause breakup, time is number one. And this is my question for the girls, because I'm outnumbered today. Erwell is not available. So my question is, why is that girl always finds time? Do you what does it mean?
Time?
Yeah. You always demand time for your partner.
Because
Why
that's
is it?
what relationship is, you have to be together. How can you know each other when you're far away or hello? You have to deal with it. That is why when you have relationship, make time to give time.
But our time is not enough for you girls. We have time.
Actually,
we have time, but for the girls, it's not enough. You really wanted us to have 100%, like what should I say? It's like glancing on you, looking at you all the time. What do you mean time? Can you elaborate? Educate the guys now, because
when we say time,
okay,
it is quality time. Quality time, no other agenda. Yan. No other what they call this, walang ibang tao na nakikialam sa inyo. Kasi time is very essential. That's very important. Kasi pag yung time na yun, that's the best time for you to get to know each other. That's the best time for you to spend memories yan. Yung time din na yan, yun yung mga panahon na hindi mo na maibabalik. So, gusto namin quality time. You can just say you can spend time, pero ano ba yung time na ginagawa? Pwedeng habang may time kayo, nagtatrabaho siya. Pwede yung time na yun, may kausap siyang iba. Nagmo-Mobile Legends siya. So, quality time. Yun ang gusto namin mga babae.
Okay. But it doesn't mean you need 100% of time. It's just a quality time. Yeah.
When we say quality kasi 100% yun eh. Quality, may kalidad. So, for me, it's 100%. Kasi quality nga siya eh.
But what I mean is the 100% 24 hours in some
No.
it's
Hindi naman siya.
okay,
Kasi we have to work. We have to do our own.
So this is what I wanted to know, because some girls will always think you have no time for me. Why I have no time? I am here for all the time. What time is it? What time is it? Okay. Maybe I can say that you have to watch movie together. You have no. That's your time. It could be a quality time in a way that you're watching movie at your home, right? So meaning really you wanted, when you say it's a quality time, you have to talk about what issues in life.
Yeah, let's define the quality time.
Okay.
For me, when I say quality time, you make a time for me, for example, in a day. That's how you ask, how am I? How was my day? Like that only. It doesn't mean that you will spend the whole day with me. It's just make me feel that you wanted me, or you think of me, as part of your daily life. You think of me, at least you say good night, good morning, somehow, like something like that. But not really you will talk to me and you will, you go to my house, or we need to see each other. And for me, in a week, you must have time to visit me at home. We're talking about, the boyfriend girlfriend level status.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the time when we say time, it make us feel that we are important and part of your life. That's it.
I like that, the word, the last one. Let us feel that we are part of your life, but it doesn't mean 24 hours. And I have to read some comments from here, from Gifite from Milan, Italy. Girls wanted attention and concern. These are the basic things, I guess, for the girls. And yeah, ginawa niyang English kasi alam niya may nanonood. Sabi niya to, girls are always seeking attention. And another thing from Sherilyn Burgos, sa personality naman factor, di kasi kami, okay, I have to read this, then I have to translate. Sa personality naman factor, din kasi may mga bagay na hindi siya magi-give way. Like nung mag-decide ako magpabaptize, kailangan kami to get married, but he doesn't come to talk about getting married. So I decided to quit to our relationship. So another factor is faith or religion. Let's discuss this. This is the case of Sherilyn, because her boyfriend never talks about getting married. So for us to be baptized, you have to, under Bible study, then you have to take baptism, water baptism, but it's not part of their communication. So therefore, she decided to quit the relationship. And I think her moves was a wise move, because this girl chooses whom? Jesus Christ, right? So let's talk about religion in relationship.
Actually, a relationship that is against God's principles and counsel must stop and end. Accept God's discipline and allow God to take over your life. Decisions should always be in
mga pages na
obedience. Yeah, in obedience to God's law, for you not to experience brokenness or ups, because God's plan for us is not to have pain, suffering, correct? He has a plan to prosper us, plans to give us hope and everything good in life. It's a matter of obedience.
Okay. Oh, another thing, let's connect this one. Another factor aside from third party, aside from personality, aside from what we have the last time?
Time.
The time, and now is the religion. And okay, Princess, is it important? Religion in relationship.
Very important.
Okay.
Ayan. Actually, sa mga sinabi nyo, ako yung produkto. Yan. I am a living example.
Mhm.
My boyfriend or my husband right now is not an Adventist during that time.
Mhm.
So what happened? I choose him. I choose my husband over my religion. So Sister Millet said that may plano talaga ang Panginoon
Mhm.
not to harm you, not to prosper you. So naani ko yun. Mahirap mga kapatid. So kailangan ko pagdaanan yung butas ng karayom for me to learn and for me to understand the lesson.
Mhm.
So yung sister natin kanina, yung ating viewer na she mentioned na she chose God, she chose her religion over her boyfriend. Salute po sa kanya kasi she did the right thing.
Mhm.
Kasi when it comes to religion, belief kasi yun Actually, until now, medyo struggle namin yun ng husband ko. Kasi iba yung paniniwala niya pa rin. Though nabaptize siya ng Adventist,
Mhm.
iba pa rin yung paniniwala niya sa paniniwala ko. So may conflict pa rin kami paminsan-minsan. So yung mga bagay na yun, para maiwasan natin yung struggle. Kasi di ba sabi nga natin sa previous discussion natin, hanap ka na nung kaparehas mong religion. Kasi dalawa lang yun Either ikaw ang makahatak o ikaw ang manghahatak. Alin ka dun? Kasi no matter how strong is your relationship with God or your faith, talagang may mga times talagang manghihina ka. Pero ako naman, thankful naman din ako sa Panginoon kasi binalik niya ako sa right path. And those experiences, that I learned is the best teacher in my life. That's why sa panahon ngayon talaga yon, I can share. I can share a very good lesson with our viewers, with the other people around. So, yan naman siya.
Okay, for Dan, we are discussing here right now the importance of religion in a relationship. Princess is the living testament that having a relationship with non-SDA or a person who has same faith is a big challenge and a struggle. But God is good. She was able to overcome and she was able to get back on track, and we have to praise God for that. So we are at least we have a lesson today that while you are still in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, you have to use your your faculty. You have to use your brain, not always your emotion, because sometimes because of our emotions, our brain is over empowered, and that's the time we cannot decide, and we are carried away by emotion, and we are in a situation wherein a situation you are not comfortable, and a situation wherein there's always fight, there's always misunderstanding because of the choice that you have made. Okay, now let's see if there are comments here. Okay, Sherilyn Burgos, yes, not 24/7 of their time, but quality time to feel that we are special. Oh, really, girls? You wanted always to be special. How about us? Do we ask for that? Of course, some men.
Sir Ferds, let's accept the reality. Women are very emotional. So, ganun talaga kami, masyadong clingy. Accept na natin yun. So, yung mga lalaki, meron din naman, pero hindi lahat.
Yeah. Konti lang sila. Okay. But
Some of you.
Yeah, some of you. Some boys are romantic. Some boys are emotional, emo.
Yes. At saka detailed Ladies are meant to be detailed Yan naman. Detailed. Kayo hindi. You looking at the situation or no as a whole. Kami detailed. One by one. Alam namin magano.
And that makes a boy tired. When you go on details, Because when you see like an accident in a street, then you have to tell us everything from how it started until the man brought to the hospital. Then afterwards, the man got from the hospital. No, if we are going to tell the story, we just tell, oh, there was an accident in the street, and that's enough.
And
But
that is why we have to appreciate and accept
Yeah,
the
yeah.
different side of us, not just you because this is your personality and this is what you are. No, once you enter a relationship, you have to deal with the weaknesses and strength of your partner. Then, if her or his weakness is time, then you have to give it. You have to adjust. Not
but I'm learning. I'm learning.
yeah,
So
it's
for
not about you.
yeah, it's not about me, it's about us. So
Mm.
because you have to bend, you have
Eh,
you have to
yeah,
find your ways as well to accept the reality. Because if you're going to push, this is me and no one can change me. Another thing, before we go to our second phase, okay, the factor of thinking of changing your partner. Okay, let's discuss.
Changing. Actually, you cannot change a person eh.
Mhm.
For me, only God, only the Holy Spirit can change you. No one can change you, but it's up to a person to change himself to adjust to you. Because for me, the deepest meaning of love is the person, yung kapartner mo, alam mo yon, yung tao na yon, paano mo na-express sa kanya o paano niya nararamdaman yung love na sinashower mo sa kanya, yun talaga ang deepest meaning of love. Kanya hindi sa'yo, na ikaw yung, kung ano yung nafe-feel mong masaya at komportable ka. No, it's not about you once you enter a relationship, but it's about the love you share to your partner. Yun talaga yung ano yun. Kaya, yung changes, it should come naturally because because you love her or him, so you will adjust. Ganun.
Yeah. Thank you, Millet. And okay, thank you for clearing. And Dan from Kenya has a comment. Oh, okay. Ladies are meant to be loved. It is in favor for you girls. Show her all that pertains to love. That relationship will last unless otherwise. This is a love. He is a lovable guy, right? So Dan, are you single? If you are single, then we can we say we can help to find here. Okay, Dan, thank you, Dan. Okay, thank you for your, and I agree with you, Dan. And that's what we always wanted to inject here, that we should love our partner more than loving ourselves. And that's great. Okay, and Gifty from Milan, Italy, mostly kasi sa mga babae, once na pumasok sa isang relationship, ang gusto ay forever na. Oh, another thing here, that, and no, not only for girls, but also men. There are men who are really wanted to build a relationship and who wanted to marry someone, and that's why they are in a relationship. So yeah, all of us, but in reality, again, there are some people who wanted just to test the water. They are trying to, if this is okay, then it will be okay. If not, I have to back out. Okay. So another thing from Sherlyn Burgos regarding changing your partner, it's not my intention. I want him to decide what are things he need to change. I'm not pushing him. So okay, Erwell is back. Okay. Oh, okay, let's discuss further about changing partner. You know why I asked this question? Because some girls, I'm using the word some. There are girls that they are trying to change their partner. Like, why are you like that? You must be like me the way I am. They're interjecting. They are pushing their partner to be like them. And this is one way of saying, are you changing me? This is the way I am. I am a lazy person. No, you might be a lazy person. You might be a person who is not showing. You are not showing your what's that? What's that? PD? Public public display.
PDA.
Yeah.
Public display of affection.
PDA. Okay, that's PDA. See, I'm not a romantic person. I cannot do this. I'm not aware of those acronyms. So that's that's what I mean. Some people are like that. Some men are like that. But this is a misconception at the end of the girl. This is the man. And this is the way he is. So you may have to respect on that. Don't keep on pushing. But with Sherilyn, according to her, is that she gives the overview of what things need to be changed. Like if you are a smoking guy, like you're a drunkard, like you are into gambling, then there are advices there that I guess your partner have a point to remind you to change those habits. Okay, like also in gaming, some men are hooked to Mobile Legend. They have no time talking to their wife, to their girlfriend because of the game. So there are things that we can apply the word change. But when it comes to the deeper, the personality of a person or the character, I guess until second coming, you cannot change a person. Let the Holy Spirit works in him, on that person or her, so that changes will happen. But forcing and always reminding, it's an easy words to the men, and men will, oh, I will not listen to you, I'll better go out now and find another one. So that's the problem. So aside from that, if you have some questions, to all our viewers, if you have some questions or further explanation, your thoughts or opinions, feel free to comment down below on this video. Okay, let's go now to the second phase, because I have some remaining minutes. Then let's discuss now on how to do the moving on, or how to move on out of breakups, because this is the hardest point in life. After having your dreams of a good relationship, now you are at the end. You are at the dead end of your relationship, and actually it's already done. The relationship has gone, and now how to move on, because you are a broken-hearted person. Any ways, what I mean, mga paraan. Who would like to start? Millet, what is your best not an advice, but a factor that should a person does so that he can move on from the situation?
Practically speaking, you need to find someone same sex, if you're find another girl, best friend mo, best friend, cousins, or something that yung confidante mo. Fight on and open your heart, and open to her or to him. Basta same sex. Pag lalaki ang mag-move on, lalaki din yung hanapin niya. Never opposite. Okay? And then tell everything.
Wait. Explain to us, why is it necessary same sex in moving on? Why I cannot go to a girl if I'm a man to find a person who can understand me like a woman? I'm a man. Then what is the danger in there?
Yeah, because there is a danger that you might misinterpret. The closeness and something, yung ma-misinterpret yung emotion ng babae pagka-opposite. Tapos, yung misinterpretation na yun, mauwi na naman into a relationship that are not meant to, to build or to make another relationship na nagsimula sa parang broken relationship. So, sa akin talaga, if you really want to move on, then you have to vent out. Lalo pag babae, kailangan ng ng someone to talk with. Kasi yun yung talaga yun ang namin. Unlike sa mga lalaki, they tend to keep their issues, challenges inside of them. They are not vocal about it. Yeah. So, yun nga. So, you have to find someone, practically speaking, you have to find someone na makakashare mo verbally, at saka at the same time, you can cry on, shoulder to cry on. Yan yung mga And then, make it a point na siya yung maiiyakan mo, at the same time, siya rin yung prayer partner mo.
Nice. That's the best part of your statement. Prayer
Aside
partner.
from opening, you have you also make her or him a prayer partner.
Nice.
Because yun nga, naniniwala tayo na pag prayer, it will help a lot in moving on.
Okay. Thank you, Millet. Let's go back to Erwel. Erwel, we are now in the second
Hi.
part.
Yes,
We are giving here now practical tips on how to move on after breakup. Millet,
sa akin,
Go
mga
ahead.
simple things
Mhm.
to move on, to forget, and to heal. Una is, as in totally stop mo ang communication sa kanya. Anything that would remind him or her to you, stop mo. Communication, yan, mga picture, mga anything that would remind her or him.
Mhm.
Tapos, huwag ka makikinig ng mga love song. Huwag ka makikinig ng mga, di ba, ng mga romantic song
Mhm.
and even classical song.
Yeah, yeah.
Kasi nakakalungkot eh.
Yeah, yeah.
Malulungkot ka noon, sigurado.
Mhm.
Mag-iimo ka lang ng mag-iimo. Tapos expose yourself, mag-adventure ka, yung mga bagay na hindi mo pa na-try na okay naman, i-try mo, walang problema. Para lang, kumbaga, yung puwang na nandoon, mawala. Yung puwang niya sa buhay mo, sa time mo, sa sistema mo mawala. Yun ang goal natin eh. Kasi once na masanay ka na wala na siya, unti-unti ka na mag-heal nun. Kasi hanggat nandiyan pa yan, sigurado, nandun pa rin ang pain, nandun pa rin ang mga masakit na mga memory. So,
Good.
yun lang sa akin.
Gusto ko yung ano mo, mayroon ako napulot sa iyo na mga magagandang linya, kaibigang Erwin. Yon. Okay, kaibigang Princess.
Yan. Dahil may mga word of wisdom yung sinabi nila, ang masasabi ko lang ay stay hydrated. Ayan.
What
Kasi stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water.
Is it enough?
No, I mean, hindi, joke lang yun. Pero sa akin kasi,
Okay.
seryoso ka
Kala
lang
ko,
masyado.
madrain na dahil sa kakaiyak eh. Bumahana ng
Yes.
luha.
Actually, ano yun eh, give yourself time to heal. Huwag mong i-force yung sarili mo na okay ka na. Kasi, ang tao kasi may ano tayo eh, may time yan. There's time for everything, ka nga sa Biblia. Parang, may time yan na magigrieve ka. May time ka na magiging masaya. So, kung nafe-feel mo malungkot, di malungkot ka, umiyak ka. Basta
Enjoy.
huwag mo kalilimutan kumain sa uminom ng tubig. Kasi, ang tao kasi, the more na sinasabihan mo na, hindi, kaya mo yan. Lalong magsi-self-pity yan eh. Hayaan mo siyang umiyak, mapapagod yan. Bigyan mo ng ilang araw yan, iiyak, mag-aalalahanin yung mga memories, magre-reminisce ng kung ano-ano. Pag natapos yan, ready na siya sa another chapter ng buhay niya. So, pag-pray mo rin sa Panginoon na, syempre, importante yon na bigyan ka ng courage to move on. Kasi, yung bigat kasi ng heartache, depende yan sa pinagdaanan or depende sa relationship you are into. Kung malalim-lalim talaga yan, it takes time. Di ba? Lalo kung mayroong money involved, merong kung ano-anong involved, lahat, binigay mo na lahat. So mabigat yun, hindi pwedeng masabi lang na saglit lang siya. Mahaba-habang recovery yan. Pero kung sa ibang lalaki o sa ibang babae na nagpalundag-lundag ka lang, wala yun. Talagang hindi mo ma-mind yun. Kasi hindi ka naman seryoso eh. So it always depend sa investment mo sa relationship. It always depend sa kung gaano kaganda o kalalim ng pinagsamahan nyo ng partner nyo. So, stay hydrated. Yan. Stay hydrated. Inom lang lagi ng tubig kasi nakakatulong din yung tubig para yung presence of mind mo. Saka kumain ka para makapag-isip ka ng tama. Practical tips, di ba? So, yun ang i-share ko.
Gusto ko yung...
Merong ano eh,
Okay.
yung tawag dito sa mga nurse, sa medical field, yung kanilang acronym na may stages pala yan eh. May development yan eh. Ano nga yun?
Okay, hold on your fire.
Okay.
I have to read some comments first. Okay. Here from Lynn Marie Sara. Okay. Based of my experience, nagpakasal ako sa isang maling tao. Nasaktan ako emotionally, physically. Nagkaroon kami ng mga anak at hanggang doon na lang ang aming relasyon. Almost 5 years ago na kaming break up. Kahit ganun pa man, patuloy akong lumalaban sa hamon ng aking buhay. Kahit gaano kabait, maaari ka pa ring lukuhin ng iyong kabiyak. Napakabuti din po ni God sa akin, lalo na sa mga anak ko. Hindi niya kami pinabayaan. Oh. Okay, okay. So this is a true to life experience that sometimes love what went into a painful situation. Or well, you can speak English because we have a viewer. We've been speaking English here since
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So that I
There's
can
a man
practice my
coming
English.
from Kenya, and he requested us to speak English, and this is
Oh,
good.
lovely. Okay.
Have
It's my
to.
pleasure.
Okay, so there
But
you go.
bear with my English.
Our English is it's no, never mind. Another thing, Sherilyn Burgos, on how to move on. Personally, I cry out loud by myself and pray to God to help overcome the pain, and I make myself busy to avoid thinking of the breakup, most especially on the ministry. So this is another point. If you wanted to hasten your what you can hasten to hasten the moving on your case, you have to divert your attention to some other things like joining the ministry. Okay, this is her way of coping up of in the situation. All right, so I have a question, guys. Will you allow yourself to make friends with your ex? Errol said you have to cut off all the way of communications. No chat, no thinking anymore, no pictures, no memories. You have to erase little by little in your mind. But the question is, some people, they opted to make friends with their ex. What do you think? Is it right? Is it a sign of maturity or idiocy? What do you think, Millet?
Idiocy talaga. No, not really. For me, yes, at the beginning of the moving on, the move on,
Mm.
of course, at first, no, you cannot be friends
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
first.
Mm.
But there
I
is a
agree.
time that once you are really moving on, that you already, you already accept the reality that you're already uh,
You're
uh,
no longer
break,
couple.
yeah.
Mhm.
So for me, I think it would be na you make friends with your past. You make friends with,
Okay.
because it is the best for you to move on, because the more you hold on to your anger, the more you cannot move on. So let it go. Accept, forgive, and forget. That
Uh,
is the best thing you can do for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Sabi nga ni Princess.
I like that. I like that. But there are also factors that we have to consider on breakups, and especially in a married case. Like if you have children, you have to consider as well. So in here, there is still a contact. It's not good if you don't have any contact, because the man must support the children, right? So my question is, what is the difference now of being friends and being friendly to your ex? Princess.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Ermel. Go ahead.
We should remember that hindi mo na maibabalik yung dating samahan even before na hindi pa kayo or magkaibigan pa lang kayo dati tapos naging mag-sweetheart na kayo.
Mm.
Even yung unang-unang naging magkaibigan kayo, hindi na ganun maibabalik ng gusto kasi it was been damaged by so many things, so many issues.
Mhm.
Nevertheless,
Mhm.
when the proper times comes that you are healed, that you're already accepted, that you grown and developed and matured enough, you will at least somehow be
Erwin,
casual and
there's a
be friendly
request.
with
English.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Just bear with my English, Carl. Anyway,
English is
it
the
will come a time that when you're already healed and matured enough,
I need
it's
water.
easy for you, or it's okay for us to at least communicate and be friend with that person in a limited way. There's always a limitation
Yeah, yeah.
with that.
Yeah, yeah.
It might be a casual things or just or
But Erwin, I have
yeah.
to butt in. I have to butt in. There's a problem. There's a
Right.
danger in that because some women would think that okay, we are having now a contact again. We can freely talk to each other. Then the girl would mean it much like okay, maybe there's a chance that we'll be reconciling each other. What do you think, Princess?
Well, if that will be the case, I think you should still stop the communication or the friendship. It should be clear from the very beginning that your status is just like
You've
this.
done
You're
already.
just a
You've
friend.
done
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
The relationship is gone already and no more second chance at this point in time. Princess, what do you think with that?
Before I proceed with my sharing, mag-hi pala ako sa aking forever friend si Mrs. Del Rio. May isa na akong na-invite. May nag-watch na friend ko. Ayan, so sa akin kasi
Hello.
depende kasi yung sitwasyon eh. Yung sa ating friend from yan yung message kanina, malalim yun. So since merong mga children involved and may marriage involved, kailangan niyang maging friendly.
Okay.
It's not friendly for practical reason.
Okay.
Saka kasi, ang tao, iba-iba kasi yung healing mechanism natin. Iba-iba yung paraan natin to recover. Yan. Sa katulad sa sitwasyon niya, kailangan niya ng support. Yung ako nabanggit. Pero syempre, kailangan niya ng support sa father ng mga bata. So, kailangan niyang maging nice. Kailangan nilang maging civil. Pero more than that, kung mabigat yung nangyari, siguro hindi na sila magiging okay. Alam mo yung casual na lang, magiging diplomasyang pag-uusap na lang. Pero naman, may mga tao din, going back naman sa isang question, may mga tao kasi na sadista sa pag-move on. Mas gusto nilang masasaktan sila para mas madali yung pag-cope up nila, yung recovery mas madali. So, minsan mahirap magbigay ng advice sa isang tao eh. Kasi no matter what advice na ibibigay natin, at the end of the day, yung tao pa rin yung masusunod. Siya yung may katawan. Depende talaga yun eh. So, bahala yung taong nag-move on.
Okay. And sometimes if you are giving your unsolicited advice to a certain person, and that's the starting point that you will breaking up with your friend because always they wanted to hear the good things about which is in favor to her, but the moment that you give your opposing opinion and you have to suggesting okay, you have to stop communicating that person, then that's the point that she will hate you now. We have a lot of pointers here coming from Kenya. Our friend Dan. Okay, I'll read.
Dumadami na. Ang dami na mga pointers.
And people change their relationship due to. He has 3 pointers here. Okay, I have to read English. 1, unfaithfulness among the partners. No human being will wish to stay with a person who is unfaithful. All wishes to have faithful partners that will ensure their peace of mind. Okay, number 2, lack of respect and honest among the partners that will lead suspecting each other. Therefore, no one will seek another partner for his or her comfort. 3rd, lack of understanding each other's status. Most girls would want to fall in love with rich men. I'll go back this one later. This drives one to look for a person who will accept his or her status. Thank you, Dan, for mentioning this one about the societal status of a person. Like, if he's a rich or he's a average person, or the least is a poor person, and this is always a problem in relationship. Like I'll give an example with this one. Some women from third world, they are looking for someone in a first world country, thinking that they can catch a big fish. When I say big fish, meaning a person who have a stability when it comes to finances, and once they got married, then the woman from the third world found out, the man is broke, no money anymore. Then she will split up. And this is real. And this is the reason why some foreigners hated the third world, because after the consume the money and everything, the body of man, the wallet of man, the bank of man, and everything, the girl will leave him. See, societal or socio-economic problem also a cause of breakup. Thank you, Dan with Desmond. Okay, back to making friends with your ex. I agree with you guys, but at some limitation. Like what I've said, if the case is you have children and so on and so forth, then the contact must be in a friendly manner, not being friends. Because being friends, you are expecting another, you are expecting, there's an expectation in short. So your expectation could be like, okay, there might be a chance again that will be reconciled, and this is the hardest point because you're only hurting yourself. Okay, more emotional damage in your case. So would you agree with me that another way of coping up is that making peace with the past? How to do this? Making peace with the past. Well,
Naalala ko dati, no?
English.
When I was in Pasay City,
Wow.
my former girlfriend in college
Yeah.
was happened also to be there, and she's working in a hospital
Mhm.
together with her boyfriend that time, and then turns become husband. And
Mhm.
then, you know what? We're crossing our paths every Saturday like that. From time to time, we cross our path because my place, my boarding house is just adjacent to their workplace.
Yeah.
So as you could imagine, it's so awkward for me and awkward feelings, especially when they have already had child. I said to myself, I should be on that position carrying that little boy. And then, because I'm that type of single.
You
But
started
you know what?
being
Uh,
self-pity. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, no. What I did before is that we just started to just a simple nods, just a simple hi, just a simple hello, until such time that uh, we frequently cross our paths, and we just greeted a simple courtesy, and then until such time uh, we able to the man I able to play with him in
Wow.
badminton,
Yeah.
and then the woman is there watching, and then we just like that. We are not touching anything about the past,
Yeah.
as if we just forget and we just have that nightmare, and then that's it. And though the relationship is not like before, but somehow we're able to give that respect. We give that somehow the brotherhood and the friendship approach to each other.
Yeah. And that's nice because you are a civil and of course you are a Christian, and we should not harbor any resentment or anger in ourselves because it leads to or it affects our health as well. Let's hear from Millet about that one. Forgetting the past or healing the past.
Just to clarify,
Hmm.
just to clarify, the brokenness or the broken hearts that we're dealing here is about the girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you talk about the married couple, no, it's another thing. All right. So those suggestions or opinions or tips that we are sharing is for the break up girlfriend boyfriend.
That's right.
Yeah, to clarify only because that's a different thing to deal with the married couple. And as much as possible, we're not, we don't want or we are not, what do you call that, yung hindi natin ina-advocate yung
Iwalayan.
couple because as much as possible, stick with the marriage. That's it. All right.
Happen.
Yeah, no matter what happened in sickness or in health, you remember your vows. That's it. All right. So for the again for this boyfriend girlfriend thing, again, what is the
Make peace with the past.
yeah. Kasi nga, for me, you have to be friends with your past the moment that you decide the moment you decide to be happy and to let go of your anger. As I mentioned earlier, it is in the beginning, in the phase one of the moving on, or the what you call that, the moving on, or yung para malimutan mo siya,
Mhm.
is yun nga, to forgive, but it's hard to do, right?
Mhm.
That's why we're giving practical tips.
Mhm.
Like what Princess said, don't forget to eat healthy food, exercise, hydrate your body, because it will have a big effect on your brain, which is the logical. And never stick on your emotion. As much as possible, do the logical reasoning. Why
Yeah.
it happens and why you need to move on with that.
Yeah,
Because all, our heart should not control our brain. All right. So the brain should control our heart. And besides, that's emotion. And the emotion is the lower part of the brain that should not control the higher part, which is our, the logical thinking, the reasoning. So for us to be friends with the past is to be, yun nga, to be good to yourself, to be healthy for yourself. Kasi nga, as long as you hold to the anger, resentment, it bad for your health and your brain, kasi nga you cannot move on with that anger.
Yeah, thank you with that. And also, it's an extra baggage for you. You cannot do good things in the future if you have these baggages in your heart and your side. And forgiveness isn't about letting the person off the hook for his or her bad behavior. It is about your emotional freedom. You wanted to be free, then you have to take care of yourself. And I like that. And this is a new to me, that you have to drink much water. Erwel, you were not here a while ago, and and Princess told us that one of ways of coping up of breakups, you have to nourish yourself. You have to drink much water, more than 12 cups a day, just to hydrate yourself, to function yourselves. Yeah, because water helps a lot. Okay, another thing, I would like to read some comments from here. You know what?
Okay.
We have a new friends that give their comments. Okay, I need water. Actually, I need water because it's far from my kitchen right here. Okay, I have to read Frank Clyde Salvatierra. Tagalog siya, so Filipino. True po sa aming mga girls, kung sino ang first boyfriend namin, want namin siya ang forever. Siya ang magiging father ng mga kids someday. Kaya pag nanliligaw ang isang guy, talagang todo kilatis, tanong dito, tanong doon about background ni guy. Okay? And more. Para sure, maybe boys din po ganun, nagche-check ng background ni girl bago nila ito ligawan. Ang tampuhan kasi hindi talaga mawawala sa mga boyfriend-girlfriend or sa couple. Need lang po talaga na ng pag-uusap sa huwag hahayaan na abuti ng kinabukasan ang tampuhan or away, magpakumbaba ang bawat isa para sa strong relationship, saka samahan lagi ng prayer para hindi hahantong sa broken up. Ang ganda ng sinabi niya, no? Okay, siguro naman nakuha natin yon. Another thing, guys, because a few minutes more, yung sinasabi ng mga psychologists na we have to stop or let go the fantasy. Do you know what is fantasy in relationship?
Yun nga ang gusto kong sabihin kanina.
Okay.
Gusto mo
Yan, mga hoping pa ha. Oo.
avoid watching K-drama. Avoid those fantasy movie that it will you're thinking that it will happen to you. Stop daydreaming. Okay. Acceptance is what the key for
Mga babae, makinig kayo.
yeah.
Para sa inyo ito.
Yes, yun talaga. Don't watch the K-drama kasi it's
What is K-drama? Korean novela?
Korean drama.
Okay, I never watch because I am a Korean. Okay.
Yes, yun nga. At saka yung mga film, movies na all about love and that after the breakup, they will come back again. Scripted po iyan. It's not
I like that.
us.
Scripted,
Yes.
scripted
Yeah.
lang.
Actually, we can do scripted as long as we can script yung life natin into towards happiness. How you align to the council. The
Mhm.
Bible has so many solutions when it comes to different aspect in life. It's just we are so lazy in reading the Bible. Look at it. Try to give time in reading the council because it will help a lot
Mhm.
and will give you scripted life. Just follow, just obey.
What you are saying is that the Bible is enough to give us the right counsel when it comes to relationship, and I believe in that because that's the word of God and that's the foundation of our faith. So those people who are not giving time reading the Bible or reading the counsel of Ellen G. White, then it's about time that you have started reading of those things because it helps a lot. Okay,
You know what?
fantasy. Go ahead, Erwell.
I just have a revelation to you guys.
What is
If
that?
I just follow and completely read by heart the book of the messages to the young people,
Oh,
I might not experience those
good
pain
counsel.
and heartaches and cry moments and those misery
Mhm.
of heart. And I would suggest and recommend to everyone, especially to the young people, to read the messages to the young people.
Yeah. I partly read that book because I used that Friends on Air on radio. So it's a good book. Yeah, you have to read that. Let's. Okay, I have to. How about you, Princess? Fantasy.
Yan. Before that, gusto ko balikan yung making peace with your past. Ayan.
Okay.
There are some people who are blessed enough na masettle nila yung past nila. Maswerte sila. Pero the
Okay. Okay. Buffering. You have.
reality of life is unless
Okay. Maybe her ex is watching.
ikaw sa sarili mo ay nakapag-move on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Tapos, balik tayo dun sa fantasy. Ang tao kasi talaga, normal yung hoping eh. Habang nabubuhay ang tao, may pag-asa. Ganun yung mindset natin.
Okay.
Yan. Totoo yun. Maano tayo, mahilig tayo sa salitang pag-asa. Kaya lang, tingnan din naman natin yung realidad ng buhay. Kaya minsan, it is very important din na magbibigay ka ng advice na masakit. Kasi kung
Puro pabor.
mga words of comfort lang ibibigay mo sa isang tao, talagang maasa talaga siya. Yan, ako pag nagbibigay ako ng advice, diretsuhan. Kasi hindi kita pwedeng i-baby. Kasi paano ka mag-move on, paano ka matututo. So straight to the point. Ay, by the way, guys, ako din pala ay nagbabasa din ako yung dati mga kay Ellen G. White. Kaya lang talaga iba yung tinaka ko. Pero mas maganda pa rin magbasa pa rin talaga kayo. Isabuhay niyo yung mga binabasa para hindi kayo magkamali. Ayan. Anyways, normal sa atin yung umasa. Pero guys, maging realistic tayo sa buhay.
Mhm.
Yan. So, may mga bagay na hindi na natin mauulit. May mga bagay na hindi na mangyayari. So, tanggapin natin sa sarili natin. Yan, acceptance and letting go. Yan, magkaroon tayo ng panibagong pagkakaabalahan. Magkaroon let's dream again for ourselves para tayo ay makamove on at maging masaya. Bigyan natin ng chance yung happiness na pumasok sa buhay natin.
Gusto
Para
ko.
tayo ay makapag-move on. Yan.
Parang dyan ako gusto umiyak sa sinabi mo kaysa breakup na mayroon ako noon. Pero ang ganda, ang ganda. At least we have a lesson. We have so much lesson for the day that we need to exercise. Just not only listening of those good tidings, tidings talaga. But we have to apply. And when it comes to fantasy, I guess the only thing that I can say is that relationships always end for a reason. Always a reason, and you have to accept that. Okay, and maybe the last point that I would like to stress here before we close, after accepting the situation, then start loving yourself. How important is loving yourself? I used to hear this from the celebrities in the Philippines. When you ask well-known or prominent celebrities, when they got single, when they are single, then they would say, because this is for me. I found out I have to love myself. What does it mean? After breakup, to love yourself. Why? Before, you never love yourself. What is that, Millet? It's always for the girl. Most-
No, hindi. As we mentioned earlier, na ang mga boys, mas matindi actually ang emotional ano niyan eh. Mas matindi ang emotional ng mga boys is just suppress lang sila to express. Inaano lang nila kasi nga yung kanilang ano, alam mo yan, yung macho effect nila, mga egocentric na mga feeling nila na ay lalaki ako, di ba dapat ako iiyak. Alam mo yon? No. But ito nga, yung sinasabing love yourself, kasi during the time ng relationship, baka na-realize niya na I give so much more to him, I did not left anything to me.
Yeah.
Yung mga panahon na yon, lahat na lang ng attention, pag-iisip, at lahat na lang ng mga kumbaga finances na invest niya doon. She or he forgot themselves, kaya sinabi niya, it's time for me to love myself. Ibig sabihin, yan naman yung chance na ipamper niya yung sarili niya, hindi lalaki. Kaya yun, nararamdaman na naman niya, I have a time to go to salon, I have a time to scrub, I have a time to make beautiful eyebrows, yung mga ganon. That time, hindi, kasi gusto niya, dito tawagan niya, dito mag-set siya ng scheduled date with him, ganon. Kaya wala na, laging hindi na niya nabibigyan ng attention yung sarili niya. Kaya yun siguro yung sinasabi niyang love yourself. Pero sa totoo lang, kaya mo nga nirelasyon yun dahil di ba? Dahil gusto mong ma-feel na love ka. Kaya so different lang siguro yun na kailangan let's put into yung internalization na lahat yun ay ginawa mo because of yourself.
Yeah, I like that because respecting, giving what is due for you, because it's not always. I don't understand as well. This is my question, a big question as well, especially those people who are in relationship right now. And why is it that you are giving all to your partner and your partner is not giving a partial of it? So why consuming all your resources? Love must be a balanced love. I don't agree with that once you are in love, you have to be one-sided. You should know yourself, your limitation. Don't give them all. Don't give all. My
I
goodness.
think
Okay.
what I can say about that is that it goes with the personality of the person, or perhaps his outbringing. For example, she or he is always reading this pocket book or telenovela or this something that when you are in your childhood life or in your adolescence period, you have that this what you tell a while ago about this fantasy things.
Mhm.
Perhaps that their mindset that whenever they get love, just like Romeo and Juliet, then I will gonna follow them. Then I'm gonna really give it all, especially sa mga babae, mostly sa mga babae. Kaya napaka-importante yung influence and yung formative years natin, kasi it would really shape you and form you kung magiging ano ka in handling those things pagka medyo nag-edad ka na.
Okay. And thank you, Arwel. And another thing, just a piece of solicited advice for girls who are watching right now. If you are in a relationship, please don't give in. Don't be persuaded with the whisper of a guy, give it to me right now. You know what I mean? Because for me, maybe this is the most hardest and the most awful thing for a girl. When you give everything, you give your money, you give your body, you give your wallet, you give your business, you give your time, and afterwards you ended on a broken. Then nothing.
The thing is that, Kuya Pers, the thing is that sometimes we become blinded by the passion, by the love we give to that person, that we don't think those things, that we cannot think rationally. Sabi nga nilang ganun, yung mga matatalino daw, pagdating sa pag-ibig may hina. Pero hindi dapat, sabi nila, hindi dapat naman ganun, 'di ba? Kasi kaya ka nga maisipan, it's more higher than your emotion, yun ang dapat paggamit mo ng
rational thinking mo, ng mind mo. Mas dapat nangingibabaw yung isip
Yeah.
and susunod lang yung emotion. Pero sa mga blinded talaga, emotion na nangingibabaw. Kaya let's be
Tanggal
careful,
agad,
guys.
nagtatanggal agad. And I have an experience with this one. Sabi ko sa inyo ay Tagalogin ko kasi marinig ako niya, no. Duman ako ng maraming karelasyon pero hindi ko talaga once lang ako nag-try mag-ask pero maganda matibay si babae. And after all, I realized na talaga dapat ma-maintain ko yung pagkatao ng isang babae. In short, wala akong ginawa nang nakipagrelasyon ako noon sa kasal lang. Dapat din ang mga lalaki may habag sa babae. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, it doesn't mean that you are a man, you are in a machism, your macho image must prevail. No, it's not. It will not lessen your manhood if you respect the girl. Don't ask that part of relationship if you cannot stand by on it, right? If you will not be responsible for the outcome of that, especially if the girl gets pregnant, and that's a big problem, and you have no plan to get married with that woman, and it's a curse for her life. And you should know that, especially the Seventh-day Adventists or the Christian community, we should limit that. Don't ask that thing. Just enjoy other things, smiling, going out, eating in a fine restaurant. There are things that you can enjoy, but taking advantage of the weakness of a girl, because there are girls, especially those girls who are weak on that issue. When the boy whispers, even the boy not yet finishing the word, and the girl, yes, let's go. It's biased for me. Sorry, girls, but okay, and sorry for that, but that's the reality, and we should respect on that case. Okay, more on this about loving yourself. Princess, did I ask you already?
Not yet.
Go ahead, Princess.
Ayan. So, loving yourself kasi, you mentioned, guys, that kaya ka nagla-love ng self mo kasi you gave everything. Yung mga ganun kasing situation, lalo sa mga first-timer, nangyayari talaga yan eh, na walang natitira. Kasi, yung experience is the best teacher. Alam mo yun, as you go along, napaulit-ulit mo na yung experience, nagiging wiser ka na rin sa relationship. Noong una, ganun ako. Talaga todo lahat, bigay. I end up nothing. Diba?
Yeah.
Pero, nung mga sumunod ng pagkakataon, naging wise na ako, nag-iisip na ako. It's because of my experiences. So, kailangan talaga maging wise talaga tayo. Pero hindi kasi masasabi agad-agad yan eh. Kailangan mo munang maranasan, masaktan. Yun. May magandang naidudulot din yung broken heart eh. Yung mga pain sa buhay. You need to experience those painful events sa buhay mo for you to learn, para mag-level up
Yes,
ka.
that's right.
Kasi pag hindi mo naranasan yan, hindi ka magiging matured, andun ka lang. Andun ka na lagi sa brighter side of life. So, paano pag dumating yung malaking pagsubok? Paano kung may heartbreak na mangyayari? How will you survive? So, be thankful kung nararanasan mo yung mga bagong. These things are preparing you for a better future, for a better life. Yun yung paniniwala ko.
And there are cases as well for some women. It's not a closed book to each and everyone. Meaning it's open. That there are girls that once they had a past relationship, they have a baby, and she found again another guy. She had a baby. She had a baby. So they are creating a family without home, right? So maybe you have to take care of yourself. Okay, you have to take care of yourself. And men, please, again, don't take advantage. It is a sin, not for that woman, but sin against God. Okay, if you wanted to be in hell, then enjoy. I cannot do anything about it. Okay, some comments from here from Gifete Agno mula sa Italy. Okay, sabi niya, to move on, love and have a respect to yourself. Okay, maganda sinabi niya rin. And Sherilyn, I already move on. I accept that he is not the one given by God to me. So, okay, it's a nice. Okay, Gifty, correct, brother Ferds. First time I got it correct here in Friendzone. Okay, I have a big check today. Then, Gifty, magtira para sa sarili. You have to, what is tira in English? you have to reserve something for yourself. Don't give all. It's not about time. You have only give all to Jesus, not for a man. And that's what I'm saying. Marilyn Raga from Bahrain. Hello, FOA. God bless din sa program. Happy watching from Bahrain. Then Sherilyn Burgos, correct, sis princess experience teach us well. But do you think it's not too late for you to realize that you are tracking in a wrong way? Because what is regrets? Yeah, regrets is always at the end of the road.
That's right.
So I cannot regret prior to committing any mistakes. So yeah, a lesson, but damage has been done. But you have to compose yourself. You have to pick the pieces and to buo-buo again. Di ko alam paano English ang buo-buo again.
Pero ito ko yung first ang aking ano eh.
Okay, go ahead.
Pwede bang bago pa natin ma-experience, natuto na tayo? Pwede ba yung ganun na before we could
Minsan hindi.
experience, we could learn things or wisdom or lesson in life, dapat natuto na tayo? Kasi marami na mga naka-experience na yun, pwede bang dun sa kanila, through them, through those books, through those true to life story, pwede bang from them we could learn from it para maalis natin or ma-lesson natin yung misery na pwede nating ma-experience sa mundong ito. Though we are not exempted to those miseries and struggles in life, nevertheless somehow, ang goal kasi ang plano kasi ng Diyos sa atin is maging maligaya tayo, maging masaya tayo. Di ba? Yun ang pinaka first and foremost. Nevertheless, dahil makasalan ng mundo natin, na-experience natin yung pain and suffering na yan and brokenness and heartaches na yan. Nevertheless, somehow, yun lang ang iniisip ko na we could, bago pa natin ma-experience, sana matuto na tayo. Just a thought.
Yeah. I like that. I like that, Aurora, because like Adam and Eve, right? They started family on a right track. They got married. That's why they have children. So in here, there are enough experiences, enough books, enough movies, or whatsoever. But we have to understand as well, part of human is to explore. We love to
Curiosity.
explore things. What's the other term for that exploring?
Curiosity, adventure.
Okay, girls, you expound that one. What do you want in curiosity?
Hindi, parang ano yun eh. We learn things in a hard way. Di ba? In a difficult
Yes.
way, situation. No? Ang tao talaga, no? Anyway.
Normal yan eh. Katulad nyo, binanggit ka rin ni Sir Ferds, yung reason kung bakit nagkasala si Adam and Eve is because of curiosity. Di ba? Kasi ang tao, mahilig tayo sa adventure. Minsan mas gusto natin first-hand experience. Sinasabi lang nila yan kasi ibang tao. Yan, try ko kaya sa sarili ko kung ano kaya yung effect. So, doon tayo na-fall minsan. Hindi lahat ng tao is wise para matuto sa karanasan ng iba. So, that's the reality of life. Gusto natin gumawa ng sarili nating path. Ayaw natin gaya-gaya. Gusto natin na iiba tayo. So, yun ang nangyayari sa tao.
Okay, kaibigang Millet, si Doktora Millet, what is your opinion with this one?
Seryoso si Doktora.
Can you
Dr. Lab.
can you check from one of your books at the back your shelf? Then you have to read pointer. Is that virtual or is that real?
Yes, virtual. That's the magic of digital world. All right. When it comes to that to that point, as you remember our last topic, I mentioned there that the key to happiness and success is obedience.
Yeah.
As I told also that there are a lot of counsels, especially the Bible, Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. So let's read that instruction. Bible, basic instructions before leaving. Kaya ngayon yung kasi this is our training ground. Now, if God is our creator, absolutely He will give us this instruction or manual for us when we go this jungle life. Meron tayong matatrack. May madadaanan na tayo. Though we may pass in the valley of the shadow of death, there is God that will guide you still. Yung rod niya, yung staff niya, though hit us sometimes, but we should learn. And as Erwin mentioned, that why not we're having this stubbornness in us that we need to stumble first before we learn
Nice.
hard way, di ba? Right? So let's for us, let's not be let's remove our stubbornness. Let's not be yung hard-headedness natin, alisin natin. Follow the counsel. Obedience is the key to happiness. If we learn to follow, dahil wag na, 'di ba sabi nga, let's not rely on our own wisdom. Because mapapahamak lang tayo. And heart is 'di ba, deceitful. Heart is deceitful. That's why they said that the true love is principle. Love is principle. Now, if you cannot apply that to yourself, I think you need to kneel down and ask God. Wala tayong magagawa by our own self kasi our nature is very sinful. So lahat ng ating mga sa sarili nating naisip is talagang all lies or all to lead to destruction. So let's follow the counsel, follow the Bible. Let's take time to read the Bible so that hindi tayo makaka-experience ng brokenness na to. Hindi totoo na is for us to be human, we have to be broken. No. Kasi as Erwin mentioned, that God has no plan for us for long suffering, for God has planned for us for better, for good health, lahat, hope. Yun nga, yun ang natin. It's just we have to obey and listen to Him.
Yeah, God has no plan to harm us, but to give us progress or success. We have a viewer from Kenya again, or from Africa, Dorcas Maganda. He's a man. Thank you for watching. Okay, good enough that you say it in English. Okay. Because kapapasok lang niya. All right, guys. So there you go. We have you have more things to say, or well, do you have something to say? Go. I wait. If nothing, I have to read first. Sherilyn Burgos. Okay, another. Sherilyn Burgos is correct. Sis Princess experience teach as well. Maybe I read this already. And another one. That time, Kuya, first I was not an Adventist, and I thought it was okay. That's why it happened. That I experienced it. It's okay. Then that's why I'm so thankful to God that was now having the knowledge about the doctrine of Adventist belief. Then give it through Ma'am Millet. Okay, Ma'am Millet. All right, those are the things that we have discussed today. Okay, we discussed, just to recap for those people who are, for those late tuners, and we tackled actually the causes of breakups. Then we end it on discussing about on how to cope up, or how to move on, or how to fix yourself and be the person who has senses again, because sometimes we out of senses, sometimes we don't recognize this is me. Who am I? It happened to you. You ask your friend or somebody, do you know who am I? I don't know who I don't know what is my name. Sometimes like that, it's just a paradox. But the real is that we should be aware of who we are when it comes to relationship. Okay, guys, give your parting words before we close our program today. Let's start from Princess.
Ayan guys, we live every day. So kapag nadapa, bangon. Kapag nabigo, dream again, recover. And most of all, sabi nga kanina ni Miss Millet, follow the counsel. Walang mawawala sa iyo kung talagang susunod ka sa katuruan ng Biblia. Kasi ako nanggaling na ako diyan eh. Kumbaga, narinig ko naman yung counsel eh. Kaya lang iba yung ginawa ko. So, kaya napagdaanan ko yung mga heartaches. Pero naman din, I am thankful. Kasi kung hindi ko naman din napagdaanan yun, hindi naman din ako magiging stronger kung ano man na meron ako ngayon.
Yes.
So, yun. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Love God. And huwag magmadali. Huwag magmadali. Isipin natin palagi lahat ng bagay na nangyayari. May dahilan. Hanapin mo yung dahilan na yung araw.
Yes. Kaibigang Arwel.
Remember that the principle of love is not just a feeling, but it's a commitment. Gaya ng sinasabi ni Millet.
and make it sure na dapat ma-distinguish mo yung love and infatuation or attraction. Sa mga kabataan ngayon, medyo napag-mix nila, medyo confused sila dyan. Nevertheless, as you get matured, as you get have this journey in life and you travel your journey, you will really know all the meaning of all these things. And remember, whenever you failed in life, whenever you feel broken and empty, there's always Jesus who is ready always to be with you, to help you, to guide you, to inspire you. Walang ibang pwedeng ituro ako sa iyo. I can only just point you in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sa mga sitwasyong ganyan ng buhay. Salamat.
I like that. Pointing people to Jesus. Okay, Millet.
Remember God's promise. Come to me, those who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Allow God to heal and restore you on His timing. In the process, and trust Him.
Yeah, I like that. And another thing that we forgot, we mentioned, is that when you suffered or when you had a failure relationship or you failed a relationship, don't what should I say? Love again. You accept another chance of loving another person. Maybe that person, the next person, is the right person for you. Do not imprison yourself. Some people would say, okay, I prefer to be old. What is that? Old men, old women until Jesus comes. It's not a good idea as well. You have to treat yourself, love yourself. Yeah, love yourself. All right, so now we are ready to move on. No, actually, we're going to close our program today, and we have this broken heart, our topic for the late viewers. You can watch this program in our channel. Okay, by the way, we have to plug our channels. Please continue, share, and like, and follow, and subscribe our channel, Friends on Air channel. You have to watch at least 3 minutes. I have to say this because this is very important. Because if you jump to click the subscribe without watching the video, then by the time you step up or you, after clicking the computer, then
Kaya mo yan.
the YouTube will remove you.
Not recognize.
Will not recognize you. This is the hard thing in having a channel. You have to watch always the video before subscribing. Also, don't forget the most important one, Switzerland Pinoy Review. That's my channel, Gateway channel, and I will show you everything here in Switzerland and outside Switzerland. So we are going to say bye-bye to all our viewers. Thank you for your inputs. Thank you for your comment. And thank you for sharing, especially those people coming from outside Philippines, like Africa. We have I personally have hundreds of friends on Facebook, American people. Okay, I hope and pray you learned something from this program. And okay, say goodbye, friends, and your country. Okay,
Buenas noches. Adios, amigo, amiga.
Yeah, God bless everyone. God bless.
Say your country. Where are you from?
We're from the Middle East, yeah. And
Okay. God
Shukran
bless
kathir,
from-
habibi.
God bless from the Middle East.
Okay.
Saglit lang din, Sir Ferds. Pa-follow din, Princess Yanesa Vlog. Ayan. So, marami na akong videos na i-upload next week.
Wala
Ayan,
lang
so-
nanonood.
Wow.
Lang din. Oh,
Okay.
3 minutes lang din. Para makount lang din yung mga likes nyo. And again, thank you so much. It was a wonderful discussion po. And nice to see you again, guys, ngayong hapon. I was so blessed.
Okay.
And from Philippines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Any plugging, Mitch and Errol, any activities out off camera?
Wala naman, tennis lang.
Off
after
camera din yung mga
duty.
activity namin eh. Off camera din.
Mayroon pang you have
Ano ba?
Mitch, you have your program, right? What's that? New Start.
Yung New Start, yeah. Yung
Plug it.
active lang yun in Facebook. Facebook lang siya. So just click and like, New Start.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the moment that we are always together to discuss things in order for us to give our inputs as well to share the light. And let's continue praying that we become light and salt online, okay, through Friend Zone, our program. Thank you, guys. I have heard from Switzerland.